Hello, this is Anna from Sales Department. I've come here to record my third experiment of my case students lab, and this is all about sequence diagram. So the sequence diagram means it shows up an object should operate with one another, and it is an interaction diagram. So it always goes with the time limit. And then in the interaction diagram we have two, that is one is sequence and other is a collaboration. We'll be seeing about the collaboration in the next experiment. And in our sequence diagram we have certain symbols that are to be explained, and these things are known as objects. The classes, the name of the classes and objects is known as the object, and these lines which carries the messages from one representation to other representation, the like it's actually going to communicate with each other. So this is known as stimulus, and these kind of small boxes are called as activation or the execution occurrence. So basically the activation box is used to represent an object which is going to complete a certain task. So basically our sequence diagram is going to have a flow from where it's going to start. It actually got to start and it got to end in the same place, so it can travel as how long as it could go, crossing all the objects using your activation occurrence and then coming back to the same location where it started. So as we know, the placement coordinator is going to conduct the training and ask the students are going to attend it. So you can see the flow, right? It comes and then goes, and the next flow starts after the activation blocks. So he's going to check the eligibility. If he's really good and he's really eligible for the interview, then the student will prepare for it. That's going to have a self do. And then after that he'll go submit his resume, and then the interviewer comes in scene where he's going to interview the candidate. And after interviewing, he's going to give all the list of the candidates which he literally felt better, and he'll give it to the HR manager, where the HR manager is finally going to he's actually going to filter certain qualified students, and he's going to give the list back again. And then the interviewer is going to mail all the qualified lists to the placement coordinator, where the placement coordinator will be sending it to the students. So you can see the flow as it starts from the placement coordinator, goes on to the student, and then to the interviewer, and then to the HR, and finally back to the placement coordinator. So this is how your sequence diagram goes. And so the same condition will be elaborated in your collaboration diagram. So the same content will be just like the position of all the objects, and your stimulus will just be changed. So that's all about the sequence diagram. I'll be telling more about the same diagram in our collaboration diagram. So that's all about this. So thank you so much for watching my video.